Luciano. Can you unmute yourself just in case sounds want to come out of your mouth?
But there you
Yeah,
go.
that's
That's
better.
yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought
Yeah,
I'd
the
done.
sound.
Oh,
No
good.
worries at all. Anything that wants to be spoken?
Just the appearance of a very hurt little boy, extremely damaged.
Only?
Yeah, only. I don't know. Yeah, it's being held. It's being held. Unconditionally held.
And anything happening in that being unconditionally held? Just curious. I'm just curious. Nothing has to. I'm curious.
Yeah, it appears in a number of different mediums. One is like there's a heart operation going on, like a micro heart. Yeah, exploration.
Exploration.
Yeah, surgery, explorative surgery. Yeah,
Very fine. Very fine.
Yeah, that's really it's really good. It's really good, and at a sort of like a subconscious level or deeper, that there appears this this very hurt I'll call it a little boy, but a little being, it's small, very shattered and confused and upset and just not unable to find its way, unable to find its place.
Even while we are here?
It's confused, yeah. It has so many different, it has all these emotions, which it doesn't, isn't ready for, physio. It's not ready for as a system, as a young system. Yet the emotions are all very adult emotions, and it crumbles and hides and judges itself and does all of that stuff. And it's and at the same time the heart operation is going on. It's as I speak, there's a balm that is appearing.
How was it when we were sitting silently together?
Yeah, it's just a presence and an awareness and a deepening of that, and at the same time there's a boring into the heart.
Yeah,
and
fantastic.
So the boring into the heart started to shift some energy, and then it wasn't quite sure whether to allow the energy to shift and move, and then it seemed to recognize that it's okay, let's see what happens here. It's being held, it's all, fine.
Yes.
And that's come to some level of peace. But at the same time, there was like an attachment to the heart connection. It was like, don't let me go, don't,
Yeah.
because it recognized something good,
Yes.
good, and it went, oh, don't go, don't, wanted to grab hold of that, and in doing it, it creates the a conflict.
Yeah,
of
but
sorts.
did we let go?
Yes, very quickly. Yeah.
No,
But
did we let
did
go
we?
of that connection that it was
No,
longing for?
no. But the longing, the attachment to it, let go. You know,
Yes.
the that
Yes.
that that wanting to, don't go that, let go very quickly. But the heart connection is staying.
Yeah.
That's sort of um it feels healing in many ways.
But even that, when it says, please don't let go of that heart connection, that attachment.
Yeah.
Stay there a
It,
little longer. I know there is an idea that it shouldn't be.
yeah. So there's a flavor that comes up as we stay there. The flavor, it's almost like tragedy. It's almost like a Romeo and Juliet tragedy going on in the heart.
That's why I invite you to stay there a little longer. It's a
That's
young being. It's a young being, which the most natural thing for that young being is to feel the heart connection. It's one of the first organs that grows.
yeah.
Yeah. So stay with that. Don't let it not do its thing. Let it do its thing. Maybe for the first time. It's young. It's not.
Oh, it's very young.
It's
It's
there's
tiny.
no intellect yet. It's tiny.
No,
It needs
it's
it. It needs it to grow. It's most natural. It's most natural.
there's a fear that it'll tear away.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's what it has experienced. For whatever reason there was an interruption. For whatever reason. Which is unbearable for a young being.
Yeah, it's really.
Yeah. But here it is. Here it is. Here are, I don't know how many hearts. And they are available. My heart is as available as it can be.
Yeah, so
What it's longing for, as I understand it, now we're talking
yep.
adult nervous system.
Mm.
It's longing for completion. It's like as if something got interrupted.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh my God, where is it? I can't actually live. I can't actually exist without this. I need that to grow. So
Yeah.
there must have been a cutoff for whatever reason, nobody to
Yeah.
blame. It's just stuff that happens.
Yeah.
So it longs for but it longs for that completion. It longs to,
Oh, yeah.
there comes the breath. That longs for that growing, 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 completing, and then it's its own being. That's all it ever wants. It wants to complete itself so that it can be its own being, its own heart in a way. So,
Yeah.
it's so fantastic how it all works. I mean, we're touching it. I don't know if it's possible via internet, but I definitely feel that something is listening.
Yes. There's something listening, and there's a willingness for it to receive.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah. It's kind of a uh, docking on, it's like here
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is,
yeah,
lost in a certain way
yeah.
because it couldn't find
They couldn't find the
to
dock.
dock on,
Yeah, it
Yes,
didn't have. It
exactly.
couldn't find. They couldn't find the nipple. Or whatever it was.
Yes, whatever it was,
Yeah,
yes.
it couldn't find it, and it hasn't been
Maybe,
able.
yes, no.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
how
it's like,
wonderful is that? How clearly it shows itself. And I heard you say, I'm just checking again, that there was an idea that it shouldn't attach, but that was much older.
yes, because it was much
Yeah,
older, and it had all these adult um, energies and plays wrapped up with it. So then that was judged, and
exactly.
then it just never had a chance to be able um, uh, to find it. Although it had plenty of
Yeah,
opportunities, it was never. It very rarely was it ever met fully. It had
yeah,
received. It's had that experience,
yes,
but not not sustained.
yes. Yeah, isn't it wonderful? I mean, just this exchange I find just
Sure.
wonderful.
Yeah. 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 It's very interesting, and
Yes.
it's very yeah, it's very vulnerable, and it's
Oh, it's raw.
yeah, it's raw.
I just see that little being grow in its mother, where, I mean, it's so complex, isn't it? It's just so
Ah,
amazingly intelligent and complex at the same time. So, you know, it learns, uh, just everything from its mother and environment and so on.
yeah,
So if there's any interruption at any point, for whatever reason, um, it will notice it. And there's that tolerance, but if there's big interruptions, I mean, they say when the heart frequency of the mother can't really find the heart frequency of the baby, or the other way around, or both of them together, whatever, it can be crucial. It can be crucial. So blessings to that, and let's see if it, just with us being so aware now, so we see it. So maybe we can, in any way, just that awareness of how it's been, maybe, or the complexity of the whole growing, that shines a bit of light on there, and maybe something can complete itself. whenever that interruption happened. We don't really know. It's all images and yeah, imagination in a certain way, but it's can be helpful. Can be. So there's this little being somewhere in space. Most of us know it. Most of us know it. And here we are with our heart frequencies and wherever we are. We just let's see if we can find each other. Yeah, both of us getting a good breath. So now we're kind of also coming more from the other side, like, oh, we didn't see that for so long. We didn't really know. And gosh, here we are. Here we are. Let's see how we go about it. Bit clumsy, not really knowing, but here we are. Available. Not even to change or fix, more curious and available. Free. We're kind of staying in the realm of not doing, no effort, just mm, keeping that little being. If it's little, it seems little. It seems very, very young to me. Keeping it warm. I still got that image, that photo that you posted once of you and little Matteo. It was just like that, that yumminess of holding that little being. Mm. Without wanting anything from it, just mm, now you're doing that with this being. It's very close. It's very, very close. So we got to see that you don't merge, but that you also not, it's like being totally attached, but unattached at the same time. Yeah. That attached, that there's all the freedom for it to grow exactly the way it needs to grow. But at the same time, unattached, huh? It's you know what I mean. It's that no movement in any direction. It's just right here, right here. And if it is helpful, really using that feeling that you have or had when you're holding Matteo. I mean, he's bigger now, but then, oh God, such a privilege. Yeah. That little being that can't do anything by itself. So it's wow. In your hands. Precious life. That feeling that you get then. That's what this little heart needs. How's that?
Yeah, there's a settling.
Yeah, nice. How's it now?
Yeah, it's like there's a feeling of wanting to cry and just release and be held and
Have you had the privilege to hold Matteo when he was crying?
I think once, yeah.
Once.
Mm.
How was that?
Yeah, it's great. It's very easy. Very easy to soothe.
So there you go. There you got that feeling. You know how it feels. Like we want both of the beings. We want the grown man, let's say it like that, and that young being. We want them both so that they can grow together. Because your heart knows it all. It does know. We don't want them to merge. We want them, yeah, right next to each other.
yeah, there's been a natural flow to merge. It's very,
Yes, yes, exactly.
it's almost an empathy,
Yes.
an empathic
Yeah,
merging.
empathy is fine, but not merging.
Yeah,
We don't want to merge. We want to be, we want just that tiny little bit of space between, but not too much. That's again that being fully attached, but unattached. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's like, yeah. How's that?
Yeah, it's like a resting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just take the adult taking one step, well, not a step, but a, 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 a little bit of a backseat, giving space for whatever the little one needs with compassion and love, but not interfering.
Beautiful, beautiful, Luciano. Exactly. So that it is free to unfold and grow
In its
in
own.
your
Yeah,
embodied presence.
yeah.
Yes. Mm, yes. Yeah. Mm. Deep, deeply touched by that understanding.
It creates suffering when there's too much attachment to the little one, and the little one not wanting to let go then,
Yes, exactly.
because it sort of reflects back.
Yes, exactly.
So it's just learning to be safe to receive, knowing that its own system will settle, and the adults feeling And the adult's feeling it's okay not to project itself and take command, so to speak, to get involved.
Yeah. Adult is first. Young one will follow. Young one doesn't know yet.
No.
So that's why it's so good, to reflect together as adult beings, so that young one then can follow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the more clear and aware we are and settled and, in that space of embodied presence. I mean, it's just the word. I don't have better words, but you know what I mean. When you are at home,
Sure.
then young being takes that deep breath, actually. Then it can unfold, then it can just grow. Then it feels safe. So that seems to be our job, one of our jobs these days. To be the space for that. As, embodied presence. Not identified, but not dismissing. It's okay like this?
Yeah, I think the groundwork's been done.
Oh, fantastic.
Thanks, Meike.
Thanks
Thanks,
for bringing.
everyone. Thanks, everybody. It's beautiful. Thank you very much.
Mm. It's Sylvie. You come after Judith.
Hi, Meike.
Hello,
Hello.
Mama.
Hi.
Mama Bear.
Yeah, he's sleeping.
He's sleeping, but we gotta. Oh, there he is. No. Oh, welcome, little one.
Yeah.
Thanks for introducing him.
Yeah.
Lots of smiles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would love to rest with you and resource my body a little.
No, with pleasure.
Yeah.
Mm. Somebody's cooking.
Yeah, somebody's cooking.
It was an interesting conversation with Luciano, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mm. Shall we tune in again when your people are done in the kitchen?
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah.
Shall we do that?
Yeah, it's okay.
Cool.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Judith.
Oh my God, there's such a deep touch here after
Mhm.
resonating with Luciano.
Oh, how wonderful.
It's so here. This young one is so,
Mm.
and it's not that easy to not identify with it. So
Yeah.
it's so wave after wave after wave, and
Yeah.
such a deep sense of brokenness and lost and terror
Yeah.
and all
Yeah,
those.
just wait a moment. Yeah, just a minute. Don't need to go in there. Don't
No,
need to go in detail. I know that's why you're reaching out.
yeah,
So I'm just confirming that,
yeah.
So I'm consciously interrupting because every word will
Steer it up
take
more, huh?
absolutely.
Yeah.
So consciously, let's just see. We're here. All is well. All is well. Whatever it ever was, you survived. You survived. Let's just go really, really simple. You're sitting on the couch. Yeah. You're with, the bestest friends here ever. Mm. Mm. And truth is, all is well. It's memories maybe that gets touched in the system or whatever it is. We have no clue.
Oh, yeah, it's more sensations and emotions
Yeah,
here. I'm not so good with
sensation,
pictures. It's more sensational. Yeah,
sensations, sensations and emotions. Yeah, that's it. Which come and go.
yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Mm, yeah. Mm. Mm. You got a sense of the body?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hands on
fantastic.
my belly. Hands on the
Hands
belly
on
is
your belly.
here. Yeah,
Cool. Hands on your belly. I put
yeah,
mine on my belly.
yeah.
Yes. They moving a bit or are they quiet?
It's a bit quiet.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
there's
maybe.
a feeling of the. And now I move it consciously a
Mhm. Yeah.
bit.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. Breathing. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Yeah. And more breathing. Fantastic. So system is regulating itself,
Yeah.
which is one. It's quick.
Mm,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah. Still hands on the belly.
Yeah.
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 Mine are stroking from the center outwards. I don't know what yours are doing.
I had
Mm.
one and just holding the belly, and
Yeah.
now the other one is over the first hand, and I
Yeah.
just rock a little bit the belly, so like confirming it that it is safe, that it is okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I rock the belly as if I rock a baby.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah,
There you go. Coming back into here. Feet on the ground, or are
my
they on
legs
the?
are laying on the bed in front.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
but I can wiggle my legs and I can wiggle my feet.
Yes.
And that's happening now. Yeah.
Comes another breath.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
So nice and so important to include the physicality, yeah? Again
Yeah.
and again. It's quite
Again and
amazing.
again. Yeah.
Yeah. Without, ooh, can get the felt sense of lost and of,
Yeah.
I don't know if that is a felt sense, but it can feel just quivery and not knowing
Yeah.
where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just including the body and coming back in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I really
Yeah.
feel the bones of the pelvis.
Oh, see.
I can feel them. Yeah.
So quick. Mm. I just love to acknowledge your system, Judith.
Mm.
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 Mm. How quickly whatever that was which activated itself re-entered.
Mm.
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 It's pretty awesome, huh?
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it is quite amazing that such contrasts are so close together. Because the one is so deeply
Yeah.
lost and alone, so
Yeah.
deeply. Whoa, it is so dark. I can't tell you how dark it
Yeah.
is. Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
Yeah. I
And
know.
then, the moment connection comes in, and
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So, again, how wonderful, how much your system has learned to reconnect.
yeah,
It doesn't take much. It reaches out and there it is.
yeah.
Here you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this night I could get a little sense of space by it was really activated again so strongly. The whole night it was awake.
Mm.
And then the question came, who is experiencing all this? And just me, and then, okay, but who are you then? And I lay in the same terror and all the activations, but then there came some space. So actually I could feel, wow, there can be some container around this. Just that when it just was a little moment, but the little relaxation that came around the whole activation, actually. That was enough to say, okay, then it can be here, and let it be, and there is some sense around it. Yeah.
far out.
Yeah,
Very, very happy to hear.
yeah. So perhaps
Mhm.
learning a little bit.
Mhm.
And then I must say, when Luciano was speaking, then just all the waves came in so strongly. So
Mhm.
then now it was really so beautiful to have you as an other to regulate with. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Ah,
I love our place. I love our place itself.
oh my gosh. Oh my God.
Mm. Mm.
Oh, and it is then so precious to be here together. It's so precious.
Yes, it is. Mm.
No words for it actually, because it's
No words
words
for it.
is too short for the depth of appreciation here.
I hear you. I hear you. I feel the same.
Oh, yeah.
Mm. 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 Mm.
Is it okay to drink a little bit longer?
Oh, drink.
Ah, love to drink. Love to
I think it was Papaji who said this bar is always open.
Oh, yeah. Oh, oh.
Mm.
Mm. Mm. Yeah. The best bar,
Yeah, it's the best. But they
eh?
call it Amrita. I mean, this is a
Rita.
nectar.
The
Nectar
nectar.
of the nectar. Yeah.
Oh,
Pure nectar, just perfect.
yeah. Yeah. Gosh, I wish all people know this bar, that they would know where they could find this.
Such a hard prayer.
Oh, yes.
Mm.
That everybody may find this. Wow. Mm. Oh, thank you so much, Michael.
Mm.
Make place for another one
Mhm.
to drink
Thanks
from
to
this beautiful bar.
Ellen.
Hello, Meike.
Hi.
Do you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
Um, yeah, now I see you. Mm. Um, I how to say that there is some touch or touch, or maybe yeah. Look, I just want to speak something like when you because this is very much this sangha about the little one, you can say, and there's a kind of awareness here, like it's let's see how it wants to come out. You know, with my son, I can see, I'm aware of the moments that I was not really totally not really with him, you can say. And it's already for a week or 2 weeks that I'm very aware of it, that I can see where there were moments that I was not holding him enough, or that I yeah, and it's touching me to see this so clearly.
How beautiful. Mm. Mm.
And I also can see that there is a kind of shield around him.
Yeah.
And so now when in this conversation, this whole Sangha, it was just like I was holding him, all these little parts in him, because I mean, I cannot change it. It's just the way it went.
Yes.
And I see there is some guilt involved with it.
Yeah.
And in a way, this guilt is also standing in the way, you know.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm very aware of this all, but it's just showing itself to me.
Fantastic.
But this guilt is so standing in front in a way.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's nice to speak it and to bring it here.
It's beautiful.
It's so painful to see where I just could not be enough there for him.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So my question would be, is it possible to feel it without blaming yourself?
Yeah, that's really difficult in a way.
Let's see.
Standing,
See,
yeah.
maybe we can do that together. And whoever else likes to tune into that. I mean, there's mothers and fathers here. and stepmothers and stepfathers. No, I don't know if there's stepfathers here too, but definitely stepmothers. Yeah. So seeing all of that from a place of pure compassion for this system and for the system that had to grow in that. But maybe let's start with this system. Mm. 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 Just, it's so sweet to feel.
It's really new when you say it like this, because I could see only a kind of compassion all the time for this other system, but not
Yeah,
for this system here.
always starts here. It always starts here. Mm. Always starts here. And to really have a deep look if there's any bad intention in this system.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, now when we speaking this, I can see that in these times also this system was very confused and overload or something like that.
Be overwhelmed, yeah. Of
Overwhelmed.
course. Of course. It's, I mean, you can see it everywhere in nature. It is the most natural thing for a mother to be there for her for her babies, for her children. She would never, never do anything bad to them. Never. So whatever plays in there, when that gets interrupted, that causes confusion. But, if you look through the confusion, then you see it is the purest of the purest heart ever. It just might get confused sometimes by circumstances. Yeah. And, oh man, if we can find from that the big heart of which we are, if we can find the compassion for those mothers and fathers, and I mean all beings in a way, gosh, yeah. But it starts here. It starts here. Can you find any bad intention in your system towards your son?
No.
No. There
No.
you go. There you go.
But
You stay with it.
But I can see that
Yes.
I have left him at a moment when we were in the divorce, Henk and me, that
Mhm.
I have left him too much with his father in a way. It's
So there again. Let's just stop for a moment. Was there any bad intention?
no, but I can see what it
No.
also in a way did to him.
Yeah, there's a consequence. That's for sure. There's a consequence to our behavior in a way. But again, very, 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 I'm not saying, okay, I didn't have bad intention and you just move on. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just ask and find compassion for the system that couldn't do differently. You would have if you could have. Is that true?
I was not aware of how
There you go.
I can
Mhm.
see. Yeah, it is a kind of feeling that I did not protect him enough for.
Now,
Huh?
now,
Sorry?
now, that feeling
Now,
is now.
yeah, but in
Now.
that time I could not that it felt different. But now when I look back, I can see, like, yeah, oh wow, it that it is a feeling of that I did not protect him enough. That I was not that I had to keep him more with me and not by his
Oh,
father because it was too heavy for him by his father.
okay.
And
So, yeah, okay. So what does that do? Yeah. What does it do when, so we see something, something is being a certain way, and then we go back, and then we see that there's a consequence for our behavior. So there are some options and beat ourselves up for not having done it better, which then makes us feel guilty and, we've done wrong and so, and we feel bad. We show also to the others that we have done wrong and it's really bad. We have to feel bad so that they can see that we see what we have done. So that's one way of doing it. Or we can see that our system has behaved in a certain way, and we can look now how to deal with the consequences
yeah, the second one.
without
Yeah,
blaming ourselves. Yeah,
yeah.
yes.
The second one is really interesting, but the first one is
It's a,
sometimes tracking
the
to me.
first, yeah.
Mm,
The first one is like, I feel the church immediately. You're a sinner and you will always be a sinner and you can
yeah,
never get out of that cycle. I mean, it's like already a bad person in a certain way. And the second one is, wow, I see. Oh, that went and oh, how can it move in a different way? It's uplifting because it's like a learning out of mistakes rather than making a mistake and put yourself into prison for the rest of your life. Yeah, and then you can start breathing again. You can even, there are so many beautiful things one can do. It's like you can talk with your son and say, wow, I saw this and this and this and this, and I don't really know what else to do, but if there's anything you see it now, you know. I don't know if that is even necessary. I have no clue, but just thinking also in other areas where we do things and later on we see, well, I didn't see at that point, but now I see. So
yeah,
I can go back if there's people involved. I can go back and say, wow, I see and I'm sorry, or yeah, I have an idea what I can do. There's just, it's a, mm,
yeah. I know. I
one
did
is putting
already.
you
Yeah,
down.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I did already, but it's so
Yes, you
strong.
did
It's
already.
really, it's sometimes so strong tracking this guilt thing.
Yeah, so that's why we do it together, again and again, again and again. Let's explore those things and track those things again and again, until our system knows it and it passes it on. You know, every time you have tracked this and even spoken with your son, maybe, he will pick it up. His system will learn that. If it's receptive, if it's interesting to his system.
Mm.
I mean, you know, that's how, you know, that's how we pass new things on. That guilt thing, oh my God, and that blaming ourselves. Gosh, let's shake it off, please.
Mm.
Let's shake it off. There is no mother or father in this world ever that has a bad intention towards their children. It's confusion and all the other things that come and they mess things up. But man, this doesn't work. Nature doesn't work like that, as far as I can see. I mean, I know I'm very firm here, speaking it like I just can't see it. I can't see that there's any bad intention ever. Sometimes it gets confused for us human beings. And then we need to hold hands and so that something new can unfold.
Mm.
Mm. And how lucky to have a mother that sees this. Ah, and then goes back or goes forward to repair. Oh, phew. That can see and admit and is curious to do differently. Oh,
Mm.
uplifting. Mm. That can feel the pain of the behavior and
Mm.
yeah. Mm. And show up.
Yeah, it is just that sometimes I can feel so much this, in a way, this shield, and then to feel what is underneath it by him, you can say, and there's not really something I can do. It's just, I think it has to do with that, why this guilt is coming in then, so, I'm curious, like,
Yeah.
because then he's so much in his own, there's very often this feeling that I really want to hold him or to really, but it's not, I cannot come too close, this is what I feel. I cannot come too close. And
Yeah. He's also,
when
yeah.
I feel him really deeply, I sometimes can so cry for him. It feels like it's his tears.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With that?
Yeah.
And
What
that's
you mean?
really
You
the thing
just keep loving him. Yeah.
where you were talking about, like, to not, now I see Esther.
Mm.
Esther,
Okay, okay.
you
Can you
speak?
see me?
Yeah.
Can
Not to,
you see me again?
yes.
Yeah.
I think the interesting thing is what you were
Cool.
talking about, not to, you feel this compassion, you hold this baby, you hold this child, but you don't melt into it. And that's maybe
Yes.
sometimes the thing what I see, what is happening here. It's the same with Martijn, it's the same with Jari, it's with Timo. Then
Yeah.
when I feel so much compassion,
Yeah.
but when I really feel them, it really breaks sometimes my heart. It's like this, yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
searching now. I'm
So
just looking now, well, like, what is the angle you can say?
yeah. So
Hmm.
that I think it really has to do with what you said before, that merging,
Mm,
the merging rather than, that attached but unattached at the same time.
mm,
It's so close together. It is so, so, so close together. It's like feeling everything but not being sucked in. I
Yeah.
mean, it's the dance on the edge. It's the dance on the edge.
Yeah.
It's seeing that each being has their own journey, honoring it, and being there at the same time without blaming yourself, without shaming or guilting yourself, feeling it all and being clear in who you are. It's,
Mhm.
yeah,
And it's what you say, like every being has his own journey, also that,
yeah,
there is such a mechanism, you can say, in this system, like what wants them to take care of something or to take the pain away, but
yeah,
it's not. Wow,
yeah.
it's
Not your job,
okay. Mhm.
none of your business. Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Hmm.
Your business is to be here. That's all. That's all. To be
Uh,
truly, fully here. That's
this
the only
this
business there is for you.
okay. Let's drink that really deeply in.
Yeah, I
This sentence.
drink with you. I drink with you. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I can see that there's so much information in that, and that has to do with uh, when I really stay here and not
Mhm.
helping or wanting to change, you can say.
Mhm.
It's a kind of sensation what then is in it. It's a kind of uh, alone sensation what is in it.
Mhm.
And now I can see that also comes from the past, of course, when there are all troubles around you and pain around you and fighting,
Yeah. Yes.
and you, yeah,
Yeah.
It feels very
Yeah.
lonely in a way.
Yes. Yeah. So you can see, a young system again
Yeah,
to survive a chaos like that, and
yeah.
growing up in a disconnected space,
Hmm.
trying to find connection, then it does all those weird things, huh? It's like, okay, then I might help this person, might help that, feel the pain here, I do it all. I do it all for all of you so that we can feel connected.
Yeah,
But it doesn't work.
yeah,
Yeah. We all do that.
yeah.
We've all done it in a certain way, and we all do it.
Mm.
Good to see. Good, really good to see, Ellen. And I have another question,
Mm.
because you said then it feels like being alone.
Mm.
Let's just have a look here in this moment right now. When you are at home
Mm.
here and meet me, and I'm here, is there connection or is there no connection?
Yeah, there's connection.
Yeah. Can you feel what's going on in my system? And can I feel what's going on in your system? If we invite each other to do that?
Yeah,
Yeah. And
and
it's,
I can see now that there is a kind of idea that
yeah,
there is no connection when somebody else is in pain or in whatever, you know.
yeah,
I can see, of course, there's still with my son the same, even if there is a shield or is he, it there is still a connection,
absolutely.
but it's a kind of
Absolutely.
disturbing, or how I'm just,
Yeah.
it's a
I hear you.
kind of, um,
Mm.
hmm, hmm, I go with it. This is what I can see.
Yes. There
Ah,
you go. You go
okay.
with,
Ah,
yeah, yeah.
okay. I can see it now very clear.
Mm.
Mm. It's a kind of, I believe it. I go with it in the,
Up until now.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's,
Yeah.
I really, I feel at the same time there's such a deep longing here in this system to really drink this information so deep
Yeah.
in.
It's so cool.
Uh,
It's so wonderful to feel.
mm. And it's really longing for it,
Mm.
to fall more in this knowing.
Mm. It's time for it, Ellen.
Yeah, it's time for it. Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
I was so to see Sylvie sitting with the baby, and then all
Yeah.
this information comes,
Yeah.
and then she's
Yeah.
just holding a baby. Oh,
Yeah. Yes.
that was really
Yes. Yes.
too wow. But it's then I realize it's for here the same, you know. Yeah, yeah. yeah, it's really time for it, and it's really such a big longing to learn this, so to really fall in it.
And then from here, you know, the action that comes is a totally different one. It's just not confused.
Mm.
It knows when to step in and knows, oh no, it needs to back off a bit, but it's still there. You know, then the dance is a different one. Then there is it's that, yeah, it's again that being attached but unattached at the same time. It's just that no movement leaning in attachment or unattachment. It's just that on the edge, when it's just clear how to move. It's just clear how to move. And we all know how that feels. We all know deeply how it feels when you just can't do it a different way. It's needs to do it just like this. And afterwards, you think, wow, it was just fantastic how it moved.
Yeah, because I also can see now, like, that sometimes my movements or my actions, I can see now, like, it's also still coming out of this guilt feeling,
Yes,
out of
absolutely.
this, like, there's still, like, if there is still, if that there is a part that is longing for, yeah, you're doing right, yes, you are a good mom, yes, you did right. This, that's, that is, wow.
Oof. And that is so deep, Ellen. It
Yeah,
sits so deeply in mothers. Oh my gosh, it sits in there
yeah,
so deep, like a
yeah.
thorn.
When you now say
Oh,
this, I can even say, just when I'm speaking it, I can see, like, oh, it's even not mine. It's really like, it's really a mother thing, like to be a good mother and to do it right.
oh
And
my
to,
God.
oh,
And how it should look like. Oh
oh
my
man,
God.
and that your child is happy and that, oh, this whole, phew. Mm, mm, yeah, this will fall in
Mm.
deeper.
Such a beautiful exchange.
Yeah,
Mm. Mm.
yeah.
Mm. 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 Thanks, Ellen.
Thank you all.
Mm. 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 We have another minute, Sylvie. You want to?
Yeah, I saw it, but yeah, I feel really disappointed now.
Oh, sweetheart.
Mm.
Mm. Come, let's just sit. Ellen, could you mute yourself, please?
Yeah.
Let's just sit for a moment, if you like to. Yeah? Mm. Yeah, now it's also quiet. It was just really loud in the background.
Yeah.
So here we are. It's all right. little one is still with you?
Yeah, he's drinking.
He's drinking. Oh my gosh. Mm. And how are you doing?
I I feel only the disappointment at this moment.
Oh, sweetheart. Okay. Mm. Disappointment is here. Mm. Mm. Sometimes disappointment comes to visit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's all right. Let's feel it together. Mm. Oh, just heard a little sound. Mm. 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 You enjoying getting to know each other? You and your little Leonard?
Yeah.
You enjoying that?
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful.
Mhm.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Mm. Oh.
It's calmed down. Thanks, Maika. Yeah.
Mm. All right. It's all right. Mm. It's a lot, huh? Mm. 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 You have enough support?
Yeah.
Anything else you like to share, Sylvie?
No, it's 5 minutes past time. Maybe in 2 weeks again. You know, it's like it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm. Mm. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks for showing up again, and thanks
Yeah.
for hosting. Mm. Thank you all for showing up. Mm. Love and peace. Ciao.